Beetlejuice.
The highly anticipated sequel to
Beetlejuice.
Blue Beetle, huh?
Yeah.
What? Uh,
It's the Beetle
thir-
guys, right?
was it
Who's
30,
one?
30 over 30 years in the making? Over 30 years before we got
Ooh.
a sequel?
That's all
The
right. What
fan
was it, like 84 or something?
88?
86?
88, I think. The original Beetlejuice was in 88.
42?
It was before the 89 Batman.
42.
38?
It was it took over 30 years for the sequel to finally get made.
El año 1988.
At one point I remember hearing something about they were gonna make a Beetlejuice movie that
In
took
Hawaii
place in Hawaii. Yeah, Beetlejuice goes Hawaiian. Of
Don't let
course
me
I
go out there, sir. I swear I
with
will.
Kevin
course
Smith.
yeah, of course I watched the Beetlejuice cartoon, which made Lydia and Beetlejuice like best friends in the cartoon.
I
Mm.
mean,
Uh,
we're all besties here, you know what I'm saying?
uh, but then we get the sequel. Finally, so many years in the future, we have like now you have Michael Keaton returning as Beetlejuice. You have Winona Ryder returning as Lydia. You have uh, Catherine O'Hara as
Delia.
Delia Dietz. So we do get the return of Winona Ryder as Lydia and Catherine O'Hara as
And
Delia,
her hairstyle for some
and
reason all out of whack.
we also get newcomers to the movie. That's pretty much everybody from the original cast, right?
Mhm.
Just those three. Then you get all the newcomers, right? You get
Except Creepy Charles.
you get yeah. Well, he's in the movie. He's just
They actually show his picture.
they actually don't show his computer.
Nah. Yeah.
You get what's her name? Jenna Ortega as Astrid, as Lydia's daughter.
Mhm.
You get Justin Thoreau as the love interest, kind of.
The president of Canada?
That's
That's his
just
name.
Trudeau.
That's
Yeah.
Trudeau. This is Justin Thoreau.
Oh.
He helped. Didn't he help write Tropic
Really?
Thunder?
He's written a lot of things.
Yeah, he's done a lot of writing for a lot of movies.
He's
Was he married
surprisingly.
to Aniston?
I think he was.
He was married to Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
Or is he still married to Jennifer Aniston? I
I don't think
Don't
so.
care.
No, yeah. Well, we do get those guys. We get Tim Burton returning to direct the movie.
Married
And
to Monica Bellucci.
I don't know.
No.
You're just making stuff up.
No.
Making stuff up now. No, he's not.
Who's he stripping now?
Nobody.
He's
He's
with
no
Monica Bellucci, isn't he?
Is he? I don't know.
He had that one lady at first, and he had Hannah Carter.
I think he's with Monica
And
Bellucci,
then-
guys. Get ready to get blown away.
I wish.
Wait, Tim Burton?
By
She-
either
she-
or. By
she's real.
association. That means if it is Monica Bellucci.
Association.
By
For the-
association.
She's a real soul sucker.
For the chance.
Yep. But this movie was, I think, did it capture the original magic from the original Beetlejuice? Was it
Kinda.
Beetlejuice? No, but it was gonna be tough to make a movie that was going to be
The same, yeah.
the same.
Well, here's the reason that any of the stuff didn't feel like it is that he went
Hold
on
on, we'll
after
get- we'll-
Beetlejuice to make all these
Well-
movies and got better and said, I'm gonna try and make some serious movies and let me create some new like Big Fish.
Hold on, we'll
Which-
get there. We'll get there. So was it as good as the original? No, but was it a bad movie? No, I enjoyed it. I had fun with it. What they did is they didn't oversaturate the movie with Beetlejuice.
with
right.
my
The first one.
Well, no, Beetlejuice wasn't oversaturated in the movie at all. I mean, like they kept it in the same manner. Yeah,
Like the first one, yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
not
they
in
gave
the
him-
movie that much.
they gave him limited screen time, which is the perfect amount of Beetlejuice that you get.
Yeah.
Typically, what you would get in a movie that's like this, where everybody Beetlejuice, we got to see Beetlejuice again. It'd have been a lot of Beetlejuice. Like
You've been
if
following
this-
Beetlejuice the whole time, and
yeah,
that's
it would
the way
have been
we
majority
don't
of
really
movie,
do all that anymore.
and then that would get tired. Right, all the stuff that Beetlejuice does at a certain point could get tiring if they would have focused the movie on Beetlejuice solely. There are a lot of subplots in this movie, though. I am gonna say there's a lot of subplots.
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
There's a lot happening in this movie.
Just to set up the whole ending.
Yeah, yeah, and even the ending leaves it open for possibly more Beetlejuice movies.
Mm.
I enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun with it. Michael Keaton didn't lose a step with Beetlejuice, although
I feel like
sometimes
his
the
makeup
makeup. Yeah, what were you gonna
felt
say
a
about the
little.
makeup?
It feels a little off.
It felt a
Like,
little spirit Halloween. You know what I'm saying?
It's not the
Like-
same face though.
No, I
They're
mean he
working
is
on.
older.
I mean,
He is
his
older,
face is
but
bloated.
he is a little bit older. But I mean, I think because the camera now is a little bit crisper, that makeup doesn't really fit the as much. Like you could tell that it looks
It's
like
kind of like Palpatine in the original trilogy compared to Palpatine in the prequels.
My master.
He didn't need much makeup in prequels because he's already aged to that point where
well, the original trilogy. He didn't even look like Palpatine.
exactly he's super young.
No, it was somebody else in the original movies.
He was not the emperor.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't even. You back me up. It was some dude with some weird monkey looking face thing before they put the actor who
I
did.
thought it was the same actor.
No,
I could have sworn it was just actor.
watch the original cut
too.
of
I'm not a-
the first one.
I know
And
Star
then-
Wars, but not like that.
I mean, I don't
Like,
jerk
if
off to it anymore.
But still,
I'm only
Yeah, it
a
was
fan
a
of the new trilogy.
Hey yo, what the fuck?
Shut it.
no, but so this
J.J. Abrams is fine, but come on, relax. It's
so but what was good about this movie, but what was good about Beetlejuice, of course, is they did like some people have a big problem with like that Lydia. Like our other brother went to go watch it. And he was like, I didn't like what they did with Lydia. They made her dumb. I'm like,
they,
I'm
they
like,
made they
well-
made her a bit of a like weak.
yeah, but
Yeah.
I'm watching the
It's-
movie
it's-
and it makes sense. It makes sense to me because she loses her husband. They got divorced. She doesn't have she's older. Things have happened in her life. We don't know
So
all details, but
so I get your point because I feel that I think it was fine transition from her. It made her backstory made more sense in this when with her acting this way because she lost her support, her true support, and found a kiss ass support to help her with her career.
She felt like
it's-
she was still playing the mom from Stranger Things.
is that what you felt?
Ah.
That's what you felt like.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would
Yeah.
have been great. It would have been, but it would have been great if like the dad was like Sean Astin.
By the way, Ian McDermott did play the Emperor, and
Yeah, but not
The
not in the original cut. When if you remember watching if you watch Return Return of the Jedi?
No,
The original. The original Return of the Jedi when Vader and Luke's swords hit when Luke wants to kill Palpatine.
when they touched
It was
it.
it was a different makeup and he looked different than the Palpatine we all know.
Mm.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they
Go
used to
watch
drink
the
a-
original.
They used to drink a lot. Oh.
Watch the original cut. No, but see, I get it because she also like you said, Lydia lost, the support of the other. She got a divorce and they were broken up way before that, so that broke her. Plus, she doesn't have the relationship with her daughter, right? That she would want. Like it's. I can see why that she is the way she is. She is in a support group. Remember, that's where they get. That's where she meets Justin Theroux's character. They do mention that in the movie.
Yeah.
But I know people have their gripes with certain parts of the movie. I think also what they did with Jeffrey Jones was hilarious. Not having him in the movie, and the way you have him in the movie was by not showing his face,
Mm.
right? Having a sound alike and not
Yeah.
showing his face.
I don't even think it
enjoyed
was a sound like it was just some guy.
Yeah, but it kind of had to sound like
Yeah.
him.
A
But
little gurgling.
I am gonna say Catherine O'Hara is still really good. Between
Mhm.
her and Michael Keaton, those two characters make this movie enjoyable, extremely enjoyable. Where
Oh,
in the
yeah.
first movie is like Delia you're making fun of her, but now she's a big artist and all this other stuff, and I didn't mind her character because now she's the
Sculptures in
grand.
the background. It was like,
What-
oh,
And then that's another thing. When did she make that many sculptures of that one? The same big sculpture. How many? When did she make a
the
lot
one
of
that's
those?
got the tree
30
ish.
years. She had 30 years.
I don't know what it
Eh,
was.
That's a lot of them. I'll tell you. I'm telling you. I, as a big Beetlejuice fan, I enjoyed the movie, right? And of course, this movie was made for people who are fans of Beetlejuice, right? And Beetlejuice is such a big a part of pop culture now. Every year, but Halloween, right? There's always Beetlejuice. Even during non-Halloween stuff, people know Beetlejuice.
Oh
Beetlejuice
yeah,
is a big part of
like
Universal Studios.
when Robin Thicke wore that outfit and that's what a twerking Miley
Yeah.
Cyrus.
Wow, topical. That was like 40 years ago.
I mean, it's like 10, I think. I don't know.
But
Miley Cyrus.
but
I
Beetlejuice
know
is a
you
big,
want it.
but Beetlejuice is a one big part of like a big part of pop culture, right? He's one of those things that he's one of those characters that is never gonna go away. Beetlejuice will never. I don't think he'll ever go away. And
He's like
they
he's
did.
like he's like Chucky.
And they did
Never
it,
going
and
away.
they did a really. I think they with what they were given and what they made, it wasn't a bad sequel. It was an enjoyable sequel with with everything that happens. It does it capture the magic of the original movie. Parts, not all of it, but they tried capturing some of the stuff. I
You know,
thought a lot of
there
it was funny.
there were talks about them doing Beetlejuice the musical as a movie.
Oh, I would have not liked that.
Oh yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of the musical. So
No, I don't care, but I want to see Tim.
no,
I
you
wanna-
shut up.
wanna
I
see
said
him do
I'm
it.
not a fan of the musical.
I don't care. I don't care what you're a fan of.
All right,
Um,
then don't ask me questions. What the hell?
I didn't ask you questions.
Third base.
Third base. We don't want to
Uh,
be fans of the stuff you like.
yeah. No, but I think with what they were given, it just
Makes
I
my
think
laptop weird.
I think with what they were given and what they did and the amount of time that had passed, I think they made a movie that is enjoyable. I sat down and I saw it and I enjoyed myself from the begin from when the movie started. And I'm glad it didn't start off with just jumping straight into like Beetlejuice stuff and all this stuff. I will say though, because of so many subplots in it, some parts I felt didn't get that much attention.
Would
Like
you like more attention to some of these things?
like well, they're just in the background stuff, right? So like
Please explain.
Monica Bellucci's character, they didn't get it. She didn't really do anything.
There's nothing
Yeah,
more to
like
really say.
you didn't even really need her.
You didn't need her. You didn't need that part in the
Yeah.
movie. It was a subplot that really wasn't needed. It didn't bring anything more to the movie. It was a fine subplot. I liked her introduction. The introduction to that character,
Danny
Dolores,
DeVito?
with Danny, with the beat with the Bee Gees song with Danny DeVito, and the fact that she's putting her body together. I liked her introduction, but after that, she's just walking around. She's just walking around the background.
Yeah, looking for Beetlejuice. That's it.
Yeah, and then there's also
Yeah, you didn't need her.
if you also watch the movie again, which I did, you'll see that there's also a story like in the movie about the caseworkers. They're on strike. That's why you didn't see that many caseworkers. Like you didn't see the same bureau like from the first part, like where they go see the caseworker and all that stuff. You didn't see a lot of that stuff.
Party too.
Yeah, you didn't see a lot of that stuff. And then when Beetlejuice is
That would've
looking
been
at
dope.
the news, and when you see Beetlejuice looking at the newspaper, they kind of there's an article. If you look closely, there's an article saying that the caseworkers are on strike. So there's plot points being put into the background of the movie. There's things happening, and if you watch the beginning, I liked that they kept the intro of the movie similar to what they did in the original movie with the miniature. They have a camera going through it,
Then
and you also
the couple in the model.
Barbara
Mhm.
and Adam Maitland. You see
Yep.
them. You see the car in the river. All of the nods in just that beginning. But that's it. And I liked what they did with Barbara and Adam's characters, right? Why aren't they in the movie? Well,
They
number
moved on.
one,
Dude,
they moved on. They
got
found a
on
way
the
to
soul
move
train.
on.
how convenient.
They got
No.
on the soul train.
It's better. It's better because Adam Baldwin. I'm sorry,
Alec
Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. Alec Baldwin doesn't look the same. Gina Davis is
Looks
older.
full.
Everyone's older, right? So
Yeah.
like, suppose if ghosts aren't supposed to, I wouldn't have wanted them to bring them in and then do a de aging. That would have looked very weird. I don't want to see like AI de aging or whatever anymore. I just
Plus having Alec Baldwin on there and having the chief that's looking for Monica
Willem,
Bellucci
Willem
because he was a
Dafoe
stuntman that died of weapon malfunction,
because he wanted to do his
Mhm.
own
and
stunts.
then have Alec Baldwin. That's too close
Yeah.
To the issue, yeah.
to real life.
Well, that and
If the glove don't fit, he would.
you full of shit. Yeah,
Uh-huh.
gotcha.
But no, but the movie does have a lot of like subplots, a lot of threads that they're writing in it. You know, a lot of story to fall out at a certain point. There's the Astrid story, then there's the
She was
Beetlejuice
good.
story.
By the way,
I,
she was really good. I like
I,
Jenna
I did
Ortega.
not
I'm,
hate her character.
I'm
I thought I was
glad
gonna hate her.
I'm glad they didn't focus the whole movie
Mhm.
on her. Right, like she wasn't carrying the movie. It really
But
was Winona Ryder that was carrying the
but they
movie. Like
did
it
but they
was
did focus on
Lydia.
her acting, being so combative with Lydia throughout the movie, just like Lydia was with Delia
Yeah,
in the first one.
and it was funny. It was
And I
funny
love
the
how
way they did it.
yeah,
Mhm.
and I love how the mom pointed out, see, you used to do that shit to me.
Mhm.
Relax, we turned
Mhm.
out fine.
I
And
can't
then,
wait till I start saying stuff like that.
then you get
Oh,
and you get practical, and you
my
get a lot of
my son
practical.
says weird shit nowadays, so go figure.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Mhm.
No, that's not my fault.
This is
Not the last one.
um,
Not the last
and
one.
Not the last word he said.
I like
No, it wasn't
and
a
I like
word.
I like the
I'll
fact
tell
that
you later.
they did less CGI and more practical effects. They went back to doing a lot of
Yeah.
things with strings and wires and
Yes,
like
a lot of the
actual
actors in interviews actually talked about that. They're like,
yeah.
they kept talking about how like it was a refreshing thing to do.
You can tell. And then look, Jenna Ortega. You know, she's a young person, right? And she's been in movies where probably there's a lot of CGI. There's a lot of stuff, and it's kind of to them. It's like to people that are the younger generation that are acting. They usually act to a tennis ball or somebody in a on a green screen.
So
To
do
bring
like
us
a bunch of
back,
spots on his button suit.
yeah. And then the thing about it is they captured the magic of the original, where every time they showed somebody in in the nether realm in the land of the dead, you
Mhm.
can tell how they died just by their makeup. The way that
Yeah.
their makeup is tells so much about how they died. How this same kind of thing happened in the first movie,
Where
right?
did
In the
it?
original.
Okay, Defoe's assistant or his secretary.
Mhm.
What have I seen her in?
I don't know,
She looks like I've seen. I feel like I've seen her stuff and just kind of like
and I don't know.
Oh, so
Well,
Beetlejuice.
you should have looked it up beforehand.
Yeah,
You know, no,
way
fuck
to
you.
do
Don't talk
your
to me that way.
research.
Don't talk to me that way.
Inconsequential.
I'm just saying. Fuck you.
Okay.
But Michael
yeah.
Keaton really does bring the fire.
Yeah.
I don't like that Beetlejuice is a little tamer than he was in the original, but I don't know.
He
It's still-
seems smarter. As in, like, he's not just being reckless. He's like, I got a whole
Yeah.
lot shit going on right here. I
I
got
like
a Bob here.
reckless.
Yeah.
I like reckless Beetlejuice.
He's got
And,
a business. He's got a legit business there. He's no longer
Yeah,
hiding.
he's now a business owner. But I will say
They
this.
bury him underground for even the dead to not want to see him anymore.
But I will say this: the fact that they gave me a backstory on Beetlejuice, and I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it. I like the fact that they did give him a backstory, and it wasn't those ones where it's like I didn't need to know his backstory. I
guess
liked it
maybe that
I
was the
enjoyed it.
purpose of Monica Bellucci to show
Just
his
because of the
backstory.
backstory. Yeah, that was the only thing. I
lo-
liked the backstory.
I love how like when she's putting herself together, the finger's missing, and it's like, oh, that's the
No, and
lady.
then it shows up.
Yeah, I know. It goes back about your bill. It's kind of nice. Nice little mini
Yeah,
touch.
but it without if anyone else was playing the part of Beetlejuice like in this sequel, it wouldn't have been the same because Michael Keaton he can really like even at his age now he can really still play Beetlejuice. And yeah, it's tamer, yeah, but I didn't mind it. He wasn't in the movie a lot, and when he was, what it did is it gave me the feeling like, hey, this is kind of like the cartoon where Lydia and Beetlejuice are going on an adventure together. They're
Mm.
doing stuff, right? Like the cartoon. I remember the cartoon. I used to watch the cartoon. You know,
Damn it! I was the cartoon. Sorry.
okay. No, and I liked what they did. I enjoyed the part. Every time Beetlejuice was on screen, and the things that happen in the movie, it's just a lot of fun. What, you know, when he's telling his backstory and it goes into a different language, I thought that was funny. I thought that was funny.
Italiano.
Yeah,
I
when it goes into
I did
Italian.
not hate the song that they sang.
All the songs Beetlejuice, all the musical cues that Beetlejuice went to, the Richard Marx.
Even MacArthur Park at
Yeah.
the end. Like I was
And
like,
that's a horrible song. That's just a horrible song in general. And I didn't.
it's a good story song, but
Yeah.
yeah. I was like, wait a minute, no. And then I was like, okay, it fits.
Yeah, it works. It works in the movie, and then I like how how the movie resolves, especially with the ending leaving it open for possible more Beetlejuice. Will we get another Beetlejuice movie? I don't think so.
I mean, the title leaves it up for that.
Yeah, but I don't think we'll get another one. I mean, this one has to make a lot of money, but will we get another one? I would like it. I would watch it.
What would you name part 3?
Beetlejuice. Duh.
No, you go Beetlejuice, Beetle. Because you're not supposed to say his name 3 times. Leave it open for like, fuck that.
But I would watch a third one. I would watch a third one. Will we get one? I don't think so. I think if you left it here without making another one, I think it's fine. If you left it here, I think this is a good return to form.
What kind
for
of story Beetlejuice. would you give a third one?
I don't know, but I'm not. It's not my job to write the movie. It's not my job to create the story. My
That's
job
what AI
is
is for.
I consume the media. I consume the product.
Oh, you're a consumer.
Yes.
And so far, it's made 110.
Oh, damn, it's not bad,
that's pretty good,
bro. Okay, so when
it's
I went,
it's a lot better than a lot of the movies that have been coming out recently.
When I went to go watch
Definitely.
it yesterday, I looked up. Let me see what's showing. I'm gonna do the 12 o'clock show I saw earlier. No problem. I went into it. Everything was sold out till 7 o'clock at the theater I want to go to, so I had to go to a different theater. Just and I got that one seat that's right next to the weird guy who wanted that space in between. So I sat in that space and I told the guy, "Fuck you," because he gave me that dirty look, like, ugh.
And then now I have to be on the now I have to go be on this. Now I have to be on the search for all the popcorn buckets from every theater. I gotta go to Alamo. I gotta go to Regal. I gotta go to Cinemark to get every single one of the Beetlejuice popcorn buckets because
it keeps getting funnier every single time you see it.
Yes.
Not to mention you're talking to the dead guy. So what do you think?
On that note, Beetlejuice. I would say definitely watch it. For me, it's one of those movies that I had to see in theaters. I had to see it because I'm a lifelong Beetlejuice fan, right? Since
you were born,
since children's, right?
Chillin'.
The weird thing about Beetlejuice is it's not a horror movie and it's not an adult comedy. It's somewhere in the middle. It is a family. It is a family oriented movie. You can bring your kids to it, and there's nothing super bad in the movie for kids.
No, Jonah Hill wasn't in this.
Does Beetlejuice bang Dolores a lot? I mean, they got married, bro.
I mean, they touched a little bit. It got a little weird,
right?
I don't think he did because he died wedding night.
Yeah,
they did a lot.
Oh, that's right, they did.
Yeah,
a lot.
He stood there, sir.
And
And she was tired.
It's Monica Bellucci, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, it's Monica Bellucci.
I mean, she, yeah.
Biggest surprise is that she's with Tim Burton. That's the takeaway from this episode.
It's like when someone told me that Janet Jackson was with Jermaine Dupri.
Which Janet Jackson now? On that note,
on that note, Jackson, because she's nasty.
On that note, this has been Vinny.
This is Ozzy.
Anna.
We'll see you guys next time.